Hello everyone, this is dz09 Games with you today, and today we're going to be doing another unboxing, and this unboxing is the dz09 smartwatch. Now, I got this on Geek for $22, and I wanted a smartwatch, and I finally got one, and seeing as how cheap it was, I couldn't resist the deal. So this took about 2 weeks to get here because I bought it on the Geek website, but anyways, I'm trailing off. Let's do the unboxing. So the packaging here is very simple and very plain looking, but that's okay. At least this watch has something to offer. So we're going to open up the box and we're going to show you what's inside. Okay. Whew. This looks good. So the user documentation that comes with this, so I'm just going to unfold it. This is how to set up the dz09 smartwatch. There we go. Then there's also a Japanese or Chinese documentation here. So this is all in Chinese, which I probably won't help me, but that's okay. But this is the English manual, which has everything here. And then here is the watch itself, and I am just really excited about this. And here's the watch. This is the dz09 smartwatch, and I got it in black, and it has a nice little strap here on the side. There's the screen, there's the megapixel camera here. It's only a 1 megapixel camera, and then the back here has the back cover with the battery. And we are just going to open the strap here just to show you what it's like. Now, it just has this sort of cheap looking feel to it here, and this also comes with a screen protector. So we can take that out, that's okay. That's it, that's the watch right here. Let's see what else it comes with here. This is exciting. So it comes with a USB charging cable. This is a micro USB charging cable, and that is all the contents here. So I'm really excited about this watch and just to see what it offers, and we are just going to get started with it. Now, this watch wants you to, you have to charge the battery on the watch for I think a few hours so that it gets a good charge out of it. And here, we're just going to read the manual here just so that we can get started. Here, I'll just let you look at the watch again. Wow, it's nice. So it says here, okay, so it says here in the manual, press and hold the power button 3 to 5 seconds to turn on the watch. Alright, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So here it is. Here's the screen, and the screen looks very clear, and it's very responsive. I'm surprised. And then there's the time and date, and then we're going to set home city. We're not in Beijing, so we're just going to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. We're going to just, you can just press and hold on this. So we're going to go back. We're going to just set the date and time right now. So as you can see here, it's very responsive, this watch, and I'm just really excited about this, as there's just so much that I've heard about this watch, and just I'm excited about this. I waited a few weeks for this, but that's okay. We're just going to go down to Vancouver, if there is Vancouver here. I'm pretty sure there is because it's listing all the important cities here. So let's go. Vancouver. There we go, and it's done. So then what we're going to do is we're going to set the time and date. Sorry, this isn't really clear, but this is just a review of the watch here. So I'm going to show you some different footage on a different camera so that it'll allow you to focus. Stay tuned for the next set of footage.
So the reason I switched cameras is because the zoom wasn't too good on my Flip Minnow. So we're going to give you an idea of what the interface on the whole watch looks like here. So we're going to zoom in right now. And what it's trying to do is it's trying to connect to the Bluetooth, but I don't have my Bluetooth set up on my phone. So we're just going to go through the menu. So this is the main screen that you see. And then the next menu, what we're going to go through is we're going to go through the dialer. This is the phone, messaging, phone book, call logs. It's the same as any other phone. Remote notifier, the remote capture, the file manager, and the image viewer. Then the next is settings, calendar, alarm clock, calculator, and then the sound recorder, the Bluetooth module, the camera, and the audio player. And the profiles, the pedometer, the sleep monitor, and the sedentary reminder, and also the quick response, the anti-theft browser, Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp. So this is the new firmware on the watch. So we're going to go through each of these in great detail. So the first thing that you will see here, let me just zoom out a bit. Here we go. There we go. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just go through the menu in order. So the settings allows you to change the settings like time and date, language, preferred method, preferred input method, display, motion, and then it also gives you the flight mode and then the miscellaneous settings. So the miscellaneous settings only has how to change the LCD backlight. So you can go brightness up to 5 or right down to 1 to save battery power here. And I've used this phone on a full charge and it lasted pretty much 16 hours. So it's a pretty good watch. So we're going to go back. I'm going to discuss it more. So we're going to go back here, and then these are all the settings that you can change here. So then we're going to go into security settings and phone security, and then by default there is a usual password that this phone comes with. It is included in your user documentation, so I'm not going to say the password, but it is in there. So it will give you that option, and then that allows you to restore your phone settings to factory defaults, and then the phone book basically will just have your phone book settings here. So that is necessarily what you do. So next we're going to go into is the phone. It's an actual phone. That's an actual keypad that you can dial numbers and make calls with. It's pretty cool. And then you can put a SIM card in, and it's pretty much a phone on your wrist. It's awesome. It only works with Android. But anyways, we're going to go into each of these menu options here. So we're going to go call logs, and it gives you missed, dialed, received calls, and all calls. Then we're going to go through messaging, and then you can send text messages and adjust your SMS settings here. Then the next thing is the remote notifier. Now, the instructions here do not work with all phones. Like the manuals include the right apps to use, but the usual app that it takes you is the BT notifier. But if the BT notifier doesn't work, the documentation will say MediaTek device, and for those other options it requires a media memory card. And then the settings we went into, and then this is a full calendar. You can't really do much with it, but it just tells you the dates, and then you can go back to certain months. And then as we go through here, we're going to do the alarm clock, and this allows you to set the time on your watch. So it allows you to wake up at a certain time, and you can turn it on or off, and you can set up to 5 alarms. And you can also set it up to the proper time that you like in military time, but you can also allow it to repeat more than once. You can select 4 different tones. Unfortunately, you can't preview them, and that is pretty much just the alarm clock. And then the calculator, a full functioning calculator, and I find that the screen responds well to touch. So you just have to be very careful when pressing on the screen, but it's very responsive. And then sound recorder, you need a memory card to record your voice. And for the Bluetooth, you can just allow it to turn on and adjust your settings. So it's probably off right now. And then this is the camera. You can't really see it because it's under light, but the camera is only a 1 megapixel camera. And then this allows you to connect to Bluetooth, the audio player, so you can listen to music from your phone onto your watch. Pretty nice. And then those are the sound profiles. We're going to set it to just general right now. So there's general, silent, meeting, and outdoor, and it allows you to activate the profiles right there. So then we're going to go back, and then the pedometer is where you start the pedometer, and it takes your steps, and it measures all that, which is pretty sweet. And then there is the sleep monitor where you go to sleep and then you press start and then you go back. And then this one, it sets a reminder for you to sit up every 15 minutes, which is pretty nice so that you're not always sitting on your chair. So the next thing we're going to look at is the quick response. So this QR code is for your phone to scan if you want to download the app, but the BT Notifier app does not work for all phones. You use what's called the MediaTek app. So this is an anti-theft feature. Your Bluetooth needs to be connected to the phone so that your watch can allow you to find your phone. So you need to have the Bluetooth set up properly on your phone with the proper apps. So it only works with Android and not iOS. And then everything else is pretty standard. So we're going to power on the Bluetooth. And then what it'll do is it'll pick up my Nexus 5 phone, as you can see there. And then it'll say accept serial port, you press yes, and then I'm using what's called the MediaTek Smart Device app. This is the app that works on my Nexus 5. So if you need more information, let me know in the comments below. So anyways, we're going to go through the other features. So it will try to look for the phone. But if the phone is not in range or is not set up properly, that message will come up, cannot find phone. So if it's anti-lost, you can also set the status to on and vibrate and ring. But like I said, if your phone does not work with your watch, then it's probably the app that you're using with it, because the MediaTek Smart app is the one that works with the phone, and that will allow your phone to use its Find a Phone service. So anyways, we're going to go through the other settings right here. So for the browser, it's in flight mode and you need a SIM card to use it. Unfortunately, it does not have built-in Wi-Fi. It only allows you to use the SIM card. So it basically uses your data, such as the Twitter and WhatsApp. I can't really use them because I don't have a working SIM card. So that is pretty much it here. And then when you lock it, it allows you to go into the screen. Sorry, it's smudged. We're going to allow you to adjust the watch faces. So there's 1, 2, 3 watch faces. So unfortunately there's not too much in the way of variety, so I just stick with the black one. And then you swipe the screen to the right and then lock it, and then you press the button to unlock it. So there you go. That's it. Hopefully this review helped, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Now we're going to get serious here. This is my first ever Fury kill. Oh yeah. Yeah, take that. Yeah. Fudger, take that.
Hey gang, this is dz09 Games
Oh,
with
you
you today.
killed me
Hello,
again.
and today we're going to be
Again?
doing
Alright,
a
well, let's do
review